everybody is having a great day. Me, not so much. Something going on with my eye. I don't know if I got the pink eye or what is going on. It's like I don't even be around people like that. I don't know what's going on with my eye, but hopefully my doctor called me so I can get in. But y'all, we got to get into this. I told y'all a few things. Let me remove this from my screen, but I told you all, y'all can kind of see I don't know what's going on, but I told y'all that something was going on between Shamea and Porsha. I told you guys they were not getting along, and now I can rub it in y'all face because some of y'all didn't believe me, but they're not getting along. Also, we want to get into this issue with Dr. Mimi from Married to Medicine and Sweet Tea, because Sweet Tea has spilled the beans, and I told y'all before that they were some clout chasers. Now let's jump into this video.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So I didn't want to be lazy today because I very well could have just did nothing, child, because this I don't know what's going on with it. Like, it's stuff coming out of it. It's just really disgusting. So I hope my doctor hurry up and call me so I can see what's going on. I don't even know what happened. It's just yesterday I woke up, it was red, and today it looked like somebody hit me in it. But anyways, y'all, I want to jump into this video, okay? Because like I said, if I do a video about something, a lot of times when doing these videos, well, not y'all, but some of the trolls be like, show me the proof. You don't have proof to show every time, but sometimes the proof is made available. So we can start with receipt number 1. And I had told you all, I said that Dr. Mimi and her husband was definitely giving clout chaser. Remember I told y'all that? That is exactly what I said. Well, it looks like somebody asked Sweet Tea about Dr. Mimi, and let's get into what they said. Someone said, and another thing, Mimi nor her long chin husband are your friends. Y'all know y'all be going in on that man chin. I got to pay attention to it. I really never paid attention, but yeah, y'all keep talking about his chin. So maybe I should pay attention to his chin. But listen, this is what T said. She said, we were never real friends. And remember I said sometimes they, when the new people come in, they pair them with another couple and say, you bring this person in. But the thing that I don't understand about that, because I recall Dr. G saying she worked in his practice or something like that. So I thought that they were real friends of them two. Now, y'all was in the comments saying that Dr. Mimi and Steve actually appeared on an episode earlier as friends of him and Quad. Obviously, he was married to Quad. I couldn't find the episode. Whatever y'all put in the chat was wrong, so I couldn't find it. And I went back and I'm like, look, somebody got to give me the exact episode or close, to the right episode, because I just couldn't find it. But this is what T said. They were cast and we were asked to invite them onto the show. There were even plans for me to film in her office, which I refused. I heard it through the grapevine that they wanted to have a storyline with me seeing Mimi and painting me to be crazy. Now, I done told y'all over and over again that this is what they were trying to do. Like, hello, I'm glad he is, saying what happened, because I don't know what kind of eyes I got, but anybody could see that. Like, they were trying to paint her to be crazy. But look how Dr. Mimi just came in. I just don't like clout chasing people. Like, I am so turned off with clout chasers that I can smell a clout chase. Like, I don't like it. It is so unattractive, because I feel like there are so many things that you can do and be authentic and genuine and get the same result. Thirsty and clout chasing is such a turnoff to me. So Mimi, I'm talking to you, Dr. Mimi, clout chasing Dr. Mimi. So you came on this show and you wanted to paint somebody as crazy, but you are a psychiatrist. You are bad. You are a bad psychiatrist. Very bad. Because not only are you a bad psychiatrist, you playing around with people mental health. Girl, you fit right along with these fools on this show. Okay. So Sweet Tea says she refused, and I will refuse too. Don't play with me, ho. Like, for real, don't play with me. Don't play with somebody's mental health to the point where you want to, fake a scene about their mental health. I don't like stuff like that. My eye is doing the most. So, Dr. Mimi, sit down somewhere. And I'm glad T refused, because that's a little bit too much. That is a little bit too much. Okay. And T says, funny how some call themselves real friends, yet plan an entire season without even consulting you of what the plans are. So I told y'all this. I said, y'all, it's something creepy about this girl Mimi, because y'all have to understand, Sweet Tea still is on the show. Like, she can't give away stuff that she knows. And we're going to get into that in this next clip that I'm going to show y'all, because although T knew, she can't come on, social media or whatever and tell y'all what's going on. But I told y'all it's a mess going on between this situation right here, because you say y'all friends, and T like, you planned the whole season, girl. You ain't told me nothing. She got on this show with her clout chasing self and her long chin husband that y'all keep talking about, and did the most. Okay. And T says, I choose to go my own route and film what was authentic to me, not anyone else's storyline. I think when I took a different approach, people didn't know how to handle it. So they grasped at anything to create a false narrative against me. Bravo. If you are watching and listening to this, we would like to see a show about T and Dr. Greg and maybe T's sister or something like that. We want authentic. We tired of this fake manufactured, storylines. You can take Dr. Mimi and her big chin husband. You can send them back. You can get rid of Dr. Heavenly. She fake. Dr. Jackie, she's a crybaby, never has a storyline. We tired of them. Put the show on hiatus. It's a wrap. We don't care about Married to Medicine no more. You need to put a muzzle on Dr. Heavenly, and why don't y'all make her talk about her husband? So many people have said that there is, information about babies out there, that he cheated on her. If she don't want to talk about her storyline, get her raggedy behind off the show, because she's the class in the show. So I believe everything that T is saying about this chick, Mimi. And guys, it makes so much sense. And let me tell you why it makes sense, okay? I'm going to tell you in a moment why it makes sense, because when I watch the shows, I kind of think ahead of what I probably missed that they didn't show. And then I think with my critical thinking skills, like, okay, what is this trying? What are they setting up here? Because we have to understand when we're watching this show, it is a show. So it is a setup. Something was set up to make us see what we saw, but also they wanted us to draw a conclusion in our head. So I take all that into consideration. So when I saw this right here, I said, I don't like her. Now, I don't know her personally, but I said, I don't like, who she's becoming on this show, because this was too much for me. It was too much in a sense that, how did you go from supporting her, seeming to be concerned about her mental health, to now you want to say she's a cuckoo baby? Like, this is exactly what you're saying here, ma'am. And we don't understand what happened in between. Like, there's no in between. You go from consoling her to trying to help her to actually advocating for her to, in this scene, you trying to say she crazy. I know what I saw, and this is exactly what Sweet Tea said. So this is the moment where I said, I don't like this lady. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know her personally, but I don't like who she's presenting on this show, because she has now all of a sudden got in on the mean girl hate train.
What do you want as it relates to being here? Because at our last conversation, I did not know what you want.
At our last conversation, I did not know what you want. Girl, sit your down. She don't need to consult with your last member coming to the show late, having and tell you nothing. You are nobody on this show. You just got on this show and you're trying to make a name for yourself. Why does she need to consult with you and tell you what she needs with regards to this group when you don't even know what the F you're talking about, because you have not been on this show? You are clearly a fan. You done came on this show trying to blend in, because if you don't blend in with the mean, nasty, I don't have a storyline girls, that you may not come back. But what you did, Dr. Mimi, is you made yourself look so thirsty, because what you should have did, if you wanted to be smart, you should have because we see you inauthentic and you're really a liar anyways, if you was going to do it, you should have made yourself have a situation with T so that it at least look authentic, because right now it's giving clout and we don't like you. The viewers don't like you, okay? And this is why, because we're not dumb. We've been watching this show since day one, and we know when people are inauthentic and you are not authentic. And also, Bravo, we like T because she authentic. We like her. We like her more than the other cast because they fake. They've been on this show so long that they know how to fake storyline. We don't want to see a fake storyline. Get rid of them and get rid of her.
I'm going to choose my marriage over the friend group always, because in this group there has been malicious intent where I have not felt safe.
Can you?
So, and let's rewind it back just a little bit. What about Mimi Clout? I'm gonna call her Clout Chasing Mimi. That's her name. What about Clout Chasing Dr. Mimi on the beach telling T that they trying to ruin your marriage? You went from that to this. Now it's like, girl, you need to control your emotions. Man, ma'am, make it make sense. This just doesn't make sense.
Operate within this group and not have any particular conflict and hold and make sure that you're managing your own emotions.
Now she wants to tell her to manage her own emotions. Girl, go sit down. Sit your down somewhere. You are, whoever your patients are, I hope they watch this so they can see how you a gaslighter and you a clout chaser, because what you're doing is you're messing with someone's mental health, because T is a person and she has emotions that go along with this show and being bullied and treated like that. But here you psychiatrists jump your clout chasing behind on the clout chasing bandwagon and you flip it on her. Now, mentally, that's a lot, Miss Psychiatrist. Like, that is just a little bit too much for me. But another thing, y'all, that I wanted to get into, I had mentioned to y'all that I said Shamea and Porsha, they ain't messing with each other like that. And when I say that, I'm going to say this, and I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it because I know and y'all don't. Porsha is a terrible friend. Now, for all the girls who like Porsha because y'all think that Porsha is something and y'all wish that y'all could be Porsha, Porsha ain't shit. She ain't. She ain't nobody. She is nobody but a regular person. She is nothing that y'all think that she is and that y'all wish y'all was, okay? Because y'all be in my comments making yourself look dumb. Because if I was jealous of somebody, it would be somebody with something. So if I had jealousy in my heart, I would pick Shamea because she actually got something. Porsha has nothing. Nothing. I mean, let's just be real. But let's even break it down further, okay? Because I told y'all that Porsha was mad. She's unsupportive of Shamea. She never came to Shamea's wedding. Shamea has a new song out. She didn't put Shamea's song out on her social media, but the day that Shamea released her song, Porsha put on her social media something about a whole different person, but yet didn't give a shout out to the girl that's been down with her from the beginning and the girl who was her cheerleader on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when in all actuality, Shamea should have been the housewife, but according to her, her husband didn't want to do it. But when you have a friend that's so humble that don't even try to buck up to you, because in all actuality, she is that girl, you know what I mean? But she never tried to do that. She was humble. She supported you. Shamea even said on this season, being a housewife, that she was holding Porsha's coat or doing something for Porsha, and production had to say, girl, stop. You are a housewife. You don't do that for her anymore. So that just goes to show how she is a real person. She ain't led by materialistic stuff. But the fact of the matter is everything I said, Porsha ain't no damn friend, and she is a hater. And you're really mad because everybody is like, damn, Shamea is that girl, and you can't take it because you was never her friend. Because if you were, you would be supporting your friend. You would be happy for your friend. But instead, deep down inside, you're envious. You're envious, and you was never that girlfriend. And that's the real. And guess what? I tried to tell y'all, but since y'all didn't listen.
Like everyone else on her page.
Let me rewind it.
Can you give us your opinion on why Porsha hasn't supported Shamea's new song like everyone else on her page? She hasn't? You saying on her show or in her story? Did she post it in her story?
Nothing.
Okay, what I think. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. What I think is that they had some issues during the season and they really don't mess with each other like that right now, but they doing the fake I'm messing with, like if they're in the same room or in front of the cameras or if or people are doing press, they're like, oh yeah, that's my girl, blah, blah, knowing they ain't messing with each other right now. So, yes.
So then post it if we faking it.
Well,
Did you make it?
yeah, I guess she ain't gonna fake it that much. It's crazy being on a show together. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong because it's weird because you're not supposed to give away any future dramas that's happening in the season. You are told not to give away the season, correct? You know that. So it's kind of their job to allow people to believe what they want until they see whatever falling outs or whatever happens during the season. So I don't ask them questions about what's happening there. I mean, of course, if a blind man can see that it's something happening, but you just don't want to be in the middle of.
Okay, guys, so let's kind of quickly run that back. I mean, Kandi just said, obviously, she's been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so she knows how it goes. So something did happen between Shamea and Porsha. I mean, and it's still happening because Porsha is not even supporting the girl that supported her, that was her friend. And now you and your friend on this show and you mad. You're mad. There is a situation that exists between the two of them, but they are still on a show. They are getting paid to be on this show. They're not going to go onto social media and talk about it now. Now, once it airs on the show, they will talk about it, but it's not a good situation between the two of them. And I'm going to go with Shamea because listen, I'm not going to say everybody, but I've come into contact with enough people that done said Porsha is a horrible person, and I believe it. I have not come into one person that said that about Shamea, and I don't believe that she is a horrible person, but people have repeatedly said this over and over again, that Porsha is a horrible friend. She's a horrible friend. I mean, apparently she is. Everybody could not be. Let y'all hear it again. Y'all, what just happened to my screen here? Let me just go back into here. I don't know what be happening. This thing be doing its own thing. But for y'all who, y'all may have missed it or whatever, do y'all want me to put it on the screen again, what Kandi said? Let me get it back on there for y'all.
Give us your opinion on why Porsha hasn't supported Shamea's new song like everyone else on her page. She hasn't? You saying on her show or in her story? Did she post it in her story?
Nothing.
Okay, what I think. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. What I think is that they had some issues during the season and they really don't mess with each other like that right now, but they doing the fake I'm messing with, like if they're in the same room or in front of the cameras or if or people are doing press, they're like, oh yeah, that's my girl, blah, blah, knowing they ain't messing with each other right now. So, yes.
So then post it if we faking it.
Well,
Did you make it?
yeah, I guess she ain't gonna fake it that much. It's crazy being on a show together. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong because it's weird because you're not supposed to give away any future dramas that's happening in the season. You are told not to give away the season, correct? You know that. So it's kind of their job to allow people to believe what they want until they see whatever falling outs or whatever happens during the season. So I don't ask them questions about what's happening there. I mean, of course, if a blind man can see that it's something happening, but you just don't want to be in the middle of it.
Okay, guys, there you have it. I mean, Kandi done told y'all. I mean, even a blind man can see that Shamea and Porsha is, is something going on there. So I hope this clarifies everything I said, and I'll see y'all in the next video.